Try to do a prime. There you go. My keyboard now is working. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Juan from Engineering Room. I have a computer that I'm gonna try to repair right now, and I thought it was a good opportunity so I can show the process how I'm gonna try to fix it. This is MacBook Pro. It's acting weird, but let me show you this. So this is external keyboard, right? Because the mouse and keyboard is not working. Read the trackpad. I don't know. How can I? Should be with power. Let me turn it on and turn it off again. It looks like it went off or something. I think the USB here, my external hard drive, it got disconnected. So the problem with this computer is it turns on, but this keyboard, it doesn't work. You see my capsule is not working, and I had to use my external keyboard to make it work. It takes a lot of time to boot up, and let me show you. So this keyboard, it doesn't work. You can see my mouse here, and the fan is going high. Okay, so what's happening is, for some reason, my mouse and my keyboard is not working. Why it's not working? I don't know. That's what I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm gonna try to fix it right now. Let's use our microscope and let's start to understand what's happening to this computer. So the first thing we're going to check right here is why my mouse and keyboard both are not working. Why not just one? Why both? Okay, so both, how you can see here, trackpad and keyboard. There you go. Trackpad and keyboard, they communicate to the trackpad and keyboard PSAC U5701 is this guy. Both communicate with them, and then he communicates with the U2700 USB hub. And then USB hub, it communicates directly with the U1800. That U1800, I believe, is our PCH. Yeah, this is our CPU. This is our PCH, MPCH, you see? So again, keyboard and trackpad, the flexes, this J5800 trackpad connector is, now I'm gonna use the microscope and I'll show you. The tripod connector is this guy here. This is my trackpad flex, right? You see my trackpad flex, and this is my keyboard connector, and this keyboard is the one that we have here, J5713. For some reason, I know this chassis. This chassis is the one I use to test all my board. That's why I have some stickers about this is noisy. The battery is at 77%, so I won't sell them. I won't put them in a good computer. This is for testing. And my keyboard, I know that is missing. It have some keys not working, but it works. And this computer, the fan is loud, it's fast, because it's not reading the keyboard in the hard drive. Okay, so let's fix it. So back to this. Okay, so I need to check what's happening. The easiest way to think is U5701 defective for some reason. But I know there's a power pad communicating both, and if that power pad or J5800, there's a power not coming, I think it's the 18 volts power, it won't supply the energy for the keyboard, the current, the tension for the keyboard. Let's check it. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to visually check that everything is okay with all three. Maybe the IC is missing something. Everything's good over here, good over here. Let's go to the other side. Was my keyboard. There you go, looks better. Everything looks good. Anything missing could be creating that issue in the logic board. Anything. This logic board is already, somebody already working it. Okay. Let's check the connectors. Let's go back to this. Let's check the connector. So let's check with J5713. Okay, J5713. So we need PP3B3 S4 TPad, trackpad, PP3B40G, PP3B42G3 trackpad, and what else do we need? By the way, the power button only works because it's a mechanical power button, so it's just pushing this line to ground. That's it. And removing the power for this side. This one, it goes to ground when you push power. And this one, it just going. The power, it doesn't go to ground, but the power goes off because it's being consumed here. And then it is how it works. So it's a mechanical. Everything else goes to U5701. Okay, so the first thing I need to check is these two: PP3B3S4 trackpad, PP3B42G3 trackpad. So let's connect my power back and let's test them. Let me put my fan. Okay, board is on. And so I'm gonna check PP3B3S4 trackpad. It connects in the pad 13 from the connector. So this is my connector. The pad 13 is this one. PP3B3S4. I have it too on J5800 and here in the R5704. I'm gonna test it on all three. Maybe we have a missing pad. I don't think so, but let's do the whole process. This is the way I test it. Okay, so now let's go back to this camera. So remember, pin 13. And we have, okay, it's 1.9. Man, that was good. It had to be 3.3. So we already found the problem. I like boards like this. 1.9, and everything is gonna be, you see, 1.9, and over here 1.9. So the easy question could be, if this, there's PP3B3S4 everywhere. Any of these can be pushing PP3B3S4 to ground, consuming power, consuming part of the electrons, and that's why we don't have PP3B3S4 complete. So who creates PP3B3S4? And let's start from there. It's created by Q7800. What is Q7800? It's right here in the corner. So it's this guy right here. I hope you guys see it. Let me show you. Here, okay. Let me show you my camera. There we go. So I was saying that who consumes, remember we found that this pad PB3B3 it was 1.9 instead of 3.3. I'm going to test it one more time. There we go, 1.9, it should be 3.3. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to check here who creates it. Almost there. Okay, Q7800. Q7800 is right here in the corner, so it's this guy right here. Let me move my camera a little bit so I can be more comfortable. Right there. Okay, so we have Q7800. Let's see how it works. It received PP3B3S4, PP3B3S4 fed. Okay, and Q7803 gets a PP3B3S4 enable, and it's pushing this line down. So when this line is down, Q7800 it will release the power. So this is This is 3.3 volts, 1.8 here. So when it does that, it releases the 3.3 volts. So now let's check Q7800. The first one we have source, you have to be 3.3 volts. It's 4 and 7. 4 and 7, 7 and there you go. We should have 3.3 volts there. There you go. Now on point 3, for this to work, it have to be less than 3.3 volts. So we're gonna test it right here, and we got 3.3 volts. So it means that this guy is not triggering that. We don't have PP3B3 enabled. Let's check Q7803. And Q7803 works in the next way. When we have power here, this is a MOSFET. When we have power hitting here, this voltage here is going down. It's pushing this line to ground. However, that's why you have this big resistor here. With these two resistors, what happened is this power that we got here, it won't go to ground, it will just be lower. Okay, if you push this to ground, maybe you're gonna create a short circuit here, but you still need to push this power down. So what you do, you put that two big resistor over here, and that way your power can safely go down. This is a voltage divider circuit. That's the name. Okay, so let's check it. Q7803. We have power on leg 1. PP3B3 enabled. And we have 2.8. And this should be low. But it's not low, it's 3.4. So there's two reasons. Or maybe this guy is damaged. That's what I think. Or this have to be 3.3. However, I don't think there's that many difference. No. Now I don't have voltage. Now it's 3.2. People 3.2. If I touch it here, my voltage is 0. If I touch here, I had 3.2. Okay. .0. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we have a problem on PP3 enable. Let's found it. PP3v3 is for enable. It's PP3v3 is 5 power control heating U7970. And then we have PMSLib 5L, I'm pretty sure it's present. And then SNC S4 Wake RSE SC enable heating, and then he create PP3v3 for enable. It's the same for the, you know what, this computer, it makes sense because this computer, my Thunderbolt, is not working either. But I was thinking to check that later, but this is my Thunderbolt power software enable. So it means that when the software starts, it will activate my Thunderbolt if it's connected. It's not doing it. So it makes sense. So where's EU7970? It's right here in the middle. EU7970, what are you? I think it's this guy right here. So let's measure this guy, U7970. Let me see, like 6. I want to see if I have PP3v3. I'm pretty sure we do. Yes, it is present. PMSLib is 5L. What are you? So it's hard to check it there. There's a test point here. Let me see there. Okay. There's a test point. Let me fix this. This was me fixing this pad earlier because it was damaged, thinking that was the only problem with my Thunderbolt. So my test point is this one. And this is coming from the SMC. PMSLib 5L, so it's present. Now I need to check if my SMC S4 Wake RSE is enabled. This could be the reason why it's not working. Let's go back to the IC. The IC is there, so we can test it in R7919. R7919 is right here. And it is present. And let's check, is my leg 4, that is, leg 4 is here. We can test in our R7919, the other side, R7919. Let's go back to it. Well, it's R7919 right here. We should have 3 point something. And we got nothing. So my problem is, let me see that line is to ground. No, it's not. So this IC, this U7970 is just damaged. So let's quickly replace. And with log, we should have our computer running and working. Crazy, right? How that little thing can create such a big problem, like no keyboard, no trackpad, no Thunderbolt, and a computer. Now it makes sense. I think this area not well actually looks clean. Let's take my donor. Where is it? There you go. There you go. Done. Let's clean it. Ya me estoy parando. Un minuto. Okay, so let's test this very quick because my kids have a soccer game and they're already calling me. I thought I just got excited with this because it was fast repair. Okay, so let's see. Let me show you with this one. There you go. Okay, so I hope this works. Let's check. Nothing. That's weird. That's very weird. So BP334 is still not present. So something is pushing down my power because U79, at least I'm not reading right, U7970. Okay, everything is present. However, PP3B3S4 enable is not. Let's test it one more time. We are going to test it. We have U7970 right there. And then R79 here. Okay, so we're gonna test it there. And we got 1.924. It have to be 3.3. So it's consumed. It's consuming. So what I need to check is who is consuming. Okay. So there's two things. It's a very short line, Q7803. And this is not present, U9410. So there's only two things for removal. So I'm going to start with U9410. I'm going to just remove it and see if the line goes back to normal. I'll show you one more time. So if I turn it on, there you go. You see? 1.5, 1.6, it goes until 1.9. So, how I say, there's only U9410 and Q7803 in this pad. One of those two are consuming. I would already replace U7970, thinking that he was the full white, he wasn't getting the trip volts. But now that I thinking better, I forget for 1 second that it was 1.9, so I thought it was 0. No, so he's providing the 3.3, but it's going down. It's going down. So let's go with U9410. However, here, me check this. Let's see. Okay. I thought I was reading something about 1.8 at some point. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go again. Let's see if I'm getting the 3.3 now. If I can get green light, let's go with, yeah, this one. There you go. Let me put it here. Okay, here. So we're gonna test in the same path. I'll fix the camera a little bit. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna test it here. Now we got a voltage. No voltage. Or here. Now we have the, no, come on, what I'm doing. Yeah, it's on the top. SMC as well work, okay. So I'm getting nothing because there's not that circuit there. So there's nothing, circuit's not complete. Probably it's gonna be that one. Let me replace it. Let me put another one. Let's see how everything goes. Why, when I removed this, the IC, we lost the 1.9 volt that was there? Remember, we need to get 3.3, but why we lost the, let me change this. Okay. Why we lost it? Because if the IC is there, electrons won't move. The IC is in there, there's no circuit, there's no path to follow. If there's no path to follow, you won't get the electrons moving. So you get 0 volts. Okay, let's give it a second to cool down. Actually, let's clean it a little bit. I'm gonna turn it on. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to test how much we're getting right now. Nothing? Why? Did I put it wrong? What? What's happening? Or I put it wrong, the IC I took, or it's bad. Okay, let's check it one more time. What's the answer? It looks like I put it wrong. Where is it? I want to explain you why I have my mine in a different place. Not right now. Let's finish this. So that's why that if you don't have the IC making contact, it won't work. Okay. Let's check now. Again, 1.6, 1.7, not getting the 3.3. There you go. Nothing. Still the same. Let me show you. If I test it here, I will get 1.735. But it's not that I see. The only other thing to go is with the 3-legs transistor. Let's check that transistor. Let's see how it works. Man, that I never remember it being this complicated. So I'm having here, I know, 3.3. When this opens, it goes down, and then this is not going to be 3.3 anymore. It's going to be, I don't know, 1.2, 1.9, 1.1, whatever. And it will work. Let's see. Let's see how much I'm getting here. Acting weird. That line is tested, it's acting weird. Why? Okay, let's replace it. Let's remove it to see if we get the voltage back. Voltage back. What the heck is happening with my tester, man? There you go. Now it's working. Let's see. There you go. 3.2. No? Now. No, okay. Let me put another one and let's check. Okay. Let me see if we can have any lecture without the keyword connected. Well, it's 2.7, 2.8, no 1.9. Ah, this feels so much better. So it looks like the Q7003, it was consuming my 1.9 voltage, my 3 volt voltage, and putting 1.9. Well, I'm guessing there's no keyword, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna test my Thunderbolt. I hope it works. Let's see. You guys will, let me see. No. Thunderbolt same. I should have that enabled present anyways. Even without the keyword, right? Yeah. No, it did. Oh, yes. You see that change? When you guys were watching the camera, that's because I have everything set up on my, let me see. Let me see what's happening. It's weird. It's a 0.6, 0.7. It should be. Check. Oh, let me disconnect. I don't know what is my screen. Let me see if everything's gonna be back to normal. What happened, man? I'm here, guys. I'm here. Just when I move the when I connect the Thunderbolt, I have two screens, so I move one of the screens, but it didn't work 100%. It didn't work 100%. And right now I have that line should be 3.3, it's like 0.6. when I touch it. If I touch the line, okay, got it. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. My bad. Okay, so let's see how much is it. It's like too fast, maybe. Minimum max. Let's go with the minimum. It's really nothing. Okay. We're back to regular voltage. There you go. We have our 3 volts. My line is good now. So I'm going to test it. It was a little bit confusing. Let me be honest. It was a little confusing testing it. Right now, for some reason, it was giving me the enable. So I'm guessing that it won't only activate when the Thunderbolt is connected or when the keyboard is connected. And because none of those is connected, you won't get enable. And guessing that maybe there's still something wrong with the Thunderbolt. Not sure. Let's see. In that line, we finally got that something was consuming the 3 volts. In other words, an IC and a transistor. So you had to take a lead there. You had to make a decision which one goes first. In this case, we took the wrong decision and we went for the IC when was the transistor. But that's okay. Next time, if we have same issue or similar, we will go for the transistor first. Let's see if we have a prime. No, it looks like my keyboard is still not working. It's no, still nothing. I don't understand. At this point, I really don't understand what's happening now. Maybe the U7978 I put back wasn't this guy. Maybe this guy, the one I put, or is damaged maybe? Man, what are the odds? What was the... Okay. Let me clean it. There's nothing missing there. At this point, looks good. Where is it? Good. Good. And good. Everything feels good. Let me clean it over here. I have a external keyboard. Yes. Here. So let me connect it. How it goes like this. Okay. So if now we have the keyboard, I'm gonna test it. It's my phone right here. Getting 2.4 here. 2.3, 2.4, 2.3. This should go down. 2.8. 3.2. That went 0.04. Okay. Let's check what's again damaged with this guy. So again, what we're gonna check here right now, gonna be this fellow. Where is it? Let me find it. This guy right there. That little square guy is gonna be U7970. U7970. Let me change this. It makes more. Yes, perfect. So this guy here, you see this guy? It's this guy. Oh, sorry, it's this guy. I was trying to point this with my mouth. Okay, it's this same guy here on the right side. So let's check again the powers. So in 0.6 he get 3.3 S5. There's 3 volts. So we're gonna test it right here in the top C7970. We have 3.3 and very stable, so we're good. Then in point and leg or pad 2, we have PMS leads 5L. We can test it here, but there's a test point here that we're gonna use. So we're gonna move my board until, so you see, let me find over here. These 2 inductors, it says L, are these 2 blue ones here. Right? These 2. And then we have these 2 capacitors. You can see this one and you can see this one. And then we have these 2 diodes here. And then there's So are these two. So my test point is this guy. I'm gonna test it, and how much do I have? I have nothing. Computer, okay. Oh, I do have PMSA 5L 3.3. So we have PMSA 5L. How much voltage do I have here? 2.8. Still 2.8. Is my keyboard working? No. It's not working. Every time I touch PMS sleep 5L, computers restart. But that's okay, but it's present. That's my point. And then I have SNCs for wake RSC enable. I'm gonna test it here on the pad at the bottom. I always, let me check. So we're here, right here, this point right here. And it's present, 3.473. So we have all that present. However, the result have to be PP3B384 enabled. Have to be 3 volts in state 4. We can test it here. R719 on top here, and we got 2.5. There's still something consuming. Have to be 3.3. I already replaced the transistor. And with that, now I got not that's weird. $2.6. Not good enough. I already replaced it. You think I have to replace it one more time? I don't think so. So how this guy works? PP384 enable. Let's check. I already replaced June 9410. Maybe it's damaged and it's doing the same. Come on. What are the odds? But the Pkwy, okay, let me test these resistors. R7802 and R7800. Maybe one of these two is damaged. It won't work. $2013 is good. Up to refund dozen around 5K. It's good. Now I have this one. That's a capacitor. It's good. I need to replace Q7. Let's replace Q7800. But man, why? My conclusion is, so far, U7970 is not providing enough. Or and I know my PMS Liquid 5L is good, it's always present because I need that to can create S4. Maybe the IC I just replaced is damaged again, or it was damaged exactly with the same issue. Let's go with the U7970. There's something I'm missing. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Oh, my bad. 2.6, still 2.6. 2.5, I have 0.8 missing. I push. Oh my gosh. I don't understand. Nice, show me. Something is happening with my multimeter. It needs battery. Okay, so the burn right now is at 2.5. Still dropping the voltage. Could be U7970 dropping the voltage. Could be, yeah, the U7970 hatch. Where is it? We have a path to ground. For some reason, this guy have in I guess in any other computer they have this. We do this, what's gonna happen? It could be like draining the battery all the time. What about if I remove U7970 and just make the pad? Yes, let's do that. Let's remove U7970, and then I'm gonna connect SMCS4 wake RS3 enable to PP3BTS4 enable and see if it's stable. If not, I know something is consuming. If it still is the same, I'll believe there's something wrong with PMS Sleep 5L. I don't think so. Or maybe the U79. I think that's the best idea. And now, because this resistor is 0, I'm just gonna make wire. It's just for testing. I won't leave it like that. So sorry, I know you guys didn't see it. I'm just focused on this. I forget about the cameras. Let me explain you what I'm saying. So here we have U7970, right? At some point, they connected directly for SMCS4 wake as RC enabled. So my thinking is removing U7970 and just connecting these 2 points to see if it's 3.3, my keyboard works and my Thunderbolt works. If that's the case, if that's working, I know there's something is wrong from here to here, not over here. It could be U7970. But if it's still dropping my voltage down, I know there's a problem on this line or this line. And then I can replace the ICs again or go forward. But right now, I don't know what else to do because I already replaced everything. Okay? And I am frustrated right now. It's supposed to be a 20 minutes repair, but these are the good repairs to show. Okay, so I'm removing this IC and I'm gonna make a small wire. Again, this is, I'm not gonna give the computer like this. In case it works, I'm just gonna use it for testing it. Come on. Of course. I'm sorry. Remember, I went to my kids' soccer game, so I turned off the soldering item. That's why it wasn't working. There you go, now it's ready. Good work. Okay. Let's see, it's not gonna explode. Oops. And it works. Computer's on. And let's see what's my voltage, my enable. Multimeter doesn't want to work. Please work. I'll change your battery today, later. But let me finish this video, please. Please. It's showing me the right number right now. Let me see if it connects. There you go. You see? Now, you see over here. So if this is 3.4 right now, it should be less than 3.2. You see? Now my keyboard should work. And my Thunderbolt. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So now I know that the pots are good. I need to check why, and I'm thinking on that right now. Okay. Try to do a prime. There you go. My keyboard now is working. I'm going trying to go to option mode to. So doing that, my keyboard works. So for some reason, there's something wrong with U7970. I know PP3 is good because remember my computer needs PP3 to boot up. Why? It's one of the RTC signals. You need that line to get PMSL S4L or S5L, depending on the model. Now, the only thing I believe it could be is PMSL 5L, and not even that. Why? Because if PMSL 5L will be defective for some reason, my computer won't be booting up. Because PMSL 5L does more things than just keyboard or trackpad. Look, PCH. Let me see what PMS sleep L besides this? It does. Okay, goes to the SMC. Yeah. Yes, you have a 5, S4, S3, and S0. And it's 3.3 volts. It's good. Now, for some reason, U7970, it doesn't want to work in his regular way. So if I use, what I did is, here. No, here. Yes. What I did was, I took U79, where the fuck is it? Man, I'm losing my, I have my brain a different, I'm gonna make a video about the situation and then this one, this guy, U7970. So PP3B3S5 is present, PMS5 is present, S4 wake SRC is more than present because I remove this and I make a wire here, and it's been working. Let me see if my Thunderbolt works now. Maybe it's because it's not booting up. Let me boot it up. No, it's not working right. It's at this point. Okay. So what happened is, I'm gonna explain you. What happened if I connect the Thunderbolt when I'm through that pad and I'm using the keyboard, it will freeze. I'm guessing that line, it can support all that amperage. So, and then the computer freeze. So that's why they do it with U7970. Or let me show you. Right now, without the Thunderbolt, everything is working. Right? Look, everything is working. So if I connect my Thunderbolt, it works. It is working. And my keyboard works too. But the Thunderbolt, it total work. I feel tempted to leave it like this, but no, I don't think it's gonna work at 100%. And I don't want the customers sad or mad coming back to me because I didn't. However, if there's nothing else to do, I can always offer that option and say, okay, let's see how it works. Give a 6-month warranty, and the computer fails too much, bring it back and refund you the money or whatever. It's just an option. But let's try to put a different U7970. I can try to connect directly to SMC, the S5. But then it's gonna work too because we don't have to be present. Or to PP3V3S5. But PP3V3S5, I think it can hold it because PP3V3S5 is it's a very long line and there's a lot of caps supporting all the amperage needed. Okay, so let's get an. I think I took it from this one. Yes, I did. What are the odds that this computer was needing? They have exactly same issue on that IC. Very low, right? Let me tell you something. All my years fixing this kind of board, first time I have this issue like this with this IC and maybe I had it before, but I just replaced him because I don't have it in my mind right now. I don't remember it. But this hard, this complicated, no. I don't remember it. So we know our pad is good. So it had to be U7970. Maybe it was bad, or maybe the first time I soldered it, I damaged it. Could happen, right? We're all humans, we will make mistakes. Maybe I worked too hard on that soldering and I created that issue. And I'm being boring you guys with this video. Something they create by myself. I don't think so, but could happen. Okay, just doing that for precaution. Okay, so let's remove the wire we did. Let's check. I don't think I need the keyboard. However, I'm gonna put it because then I'm gonna be thinking, what if the keyboard is not connected? It's back to 2.2. Why? It had to be something with this. Why? Look, when I turn it on and I got the 2.2 volt, the SMC line, the SMC is for wake answers. It goes down to 0.9, less than a volt. Look, my PMS lead is 5. If I touch it, it will go off. They have to be an SMC issue. It has to be an SMC issue. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the wire again. I'm going to tell the customer, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 6 months warranty. I'm going to give you 6 months warranty, and if the computer fails because of Thunderbolt or the keyboard or the trackpad, bring it back, I'll cover the warranty, or I give you a refund, and done. I think the customer is going to be happy, and we're all going to be happy. I don't want to spend more time on this computer, okay? Why they change that? Maybe it's more efficient like that. Maybe it drains the battery less, or they just likes to make things more complicated. Maybe when you, I'm thinking right now when you close the computer, PMS Libres 5 goes out, and then no keyboard, and maybe the SMC doesn't make sense. So let's call it a win, guys. And that's it. So I'm gonna explain very quick what was the issue, what we did to resolve it. So this is the issue. We didn't have keyboard, mouse, and then we figured Thunderbolt. I mean, I figured, I already knew it, but I didn't know it was free because of the same region. So I thought there was another issue in the computer. I'll try to fix it later. Okay, so let me go back here. No, we don't need this right now. So we have the keyboard and trackpad not working, and then searching the powers for the keyboard. This was all pure luck. I decided to start with PP334 trackpad, and instead it says that in state 4 it will give you 3.3 volts, but there wasn't 3.3 volts. It was 1.9. So checking who creates this guy. Okay, it's PP334, pad 30, checking who created this guy. Yes, it's created. I'm sorry, I lost my pad, what I was thinking for a second. It's created by Q7800. Now, Q7800 works in the next way. It's receiving all the time 3.3 volts in pad 4 and 7, and then it has on pad 3 3.3 volts too. This is a voltage divider circuit. So what Q7003 does together with these two R7802 and R7800, what it does is when it receives 3.3 volts on the pad 1, it pushes down PP334 enable low. It pushes it down. Low means that it works. It enables when it goes down. I'm going to explain you in a second why. When you push this line down, this pad down, this power from here, from 3.3, it will go to 0. But because the resistor, it won't be to ground. It allows to this MOSFET to work and to push this 3.3 through it and create PP334 FET. This PP334 FET is the leg 1. The pad 1 is this one. Is PP334 that instead of 1.9 should be 3.3. But we was getting 1.9. It means there was something wrong with it. And the problem was that I wasn't getting PP334 enabled here. We wasn't getting that. Why we wasn't getting that? Because Now, who creates it? U797. U797 received PP3 is 5 volts on pad C, pad 6. PMS lead is 4L that we know is 3.3 volts on pad 2, and SMCS 4-way SRC enable on pad 1. All these three guys are present. However, we never could reach the 3.3 volts on PP3 for enable. Thinking there was something dropping this voltage down, I replaced the whatever was connected to that pad. Then we have U7970, I replace it. U9410, 9410, I replace it. And then I replace Q7003. But even like replacing everything, we wasn't getting 2.2. So what I did, for some reason, this pad, they decide to remove it and put it over here. They create this U7970 and they put PMS 5L to get power to it. Why? I'm guessing so when you close the lid, or I don't know, you push something, your keyboard is out, removing PMS Lipid 5L. Now, PMS Lipid 5L is present, so my computer's on. PP335 is present, so my computer's on. SMCS 4-way SRC is present, so I have 2.2. So what I did, I removed U7970 and put it here on R7919. Now, is the best solution? No, it's not. It's not. But from here, I would be guessing. My next thinking it could be the PCH struggling with PMS Lipid 5L for some reason. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Or SMCS 4-way SRC enabled. For some reason, not working as supposed to work with SMC. However, when I removed U7970 and put the wire in the R7919, 7919, and I just tested it, my Thunderbolt works, my keyboard works, my TRACKPAD works. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Test it a couple days, maybe tomorrow all day, until then I'm gonna call the customer, explain the situation, tell them computer's gonna be working, I hope, and then I'm gonna give you 6-month warranty. Boom, we call that a win. Okay, it fails, I keep you guys updated. I really don't know if I'm missing something. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. Maybe replacing Q7800, but why, if I give direct power for the SNC line, everything works perfectly? I don't know. So, well, based on that, I'll call this a win, and we're done. Okay, so that's it, guys. This is what I want to show you. What's a very interesting repair. I know there's going to be a lot of people that is not going to like it, but I don't care. The idea of this is to show how you can repair, how you can provide repair for your customers. I'm pretty sure the customers will be happier. It for him is better if I told him, hey, this is this situation. I explained a little bit. This is what I did. After it something failed, let me know. And I'll cover your computer for 6 months. Your computer didn't fail for 6 months, I mean, it's good. And I think 3 months is more than enough, but I want him to feel, or her to feel comfortable. So 6 months, it's gonna be my decision. Or tell them, you know what, I couldn't fix it. You need to buy another one. Go and spend 600-700 used or 2,000 new. Why you think 1,000 new? There's the M1. So well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Did my best. I'm very exhausted because it's been a long day. And my kids' soccer game, by the way, they lost 5-3, 6-4. But he did his best. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye.